Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
And women have it hard in the 40s.
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Yeah, hopefully I won't disappoint you this time, Cap. But I couldn't let that pedo go. Well, no, I had to let the pedo go. Sorry. Y'all already know, before we get started, we gotta change that outfit. Sunset Strip. Which one haven't we worn yet? I think it's this one. I'm gonna go with this one.
Continue to respond, Ken.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles
Look how they
and
sped up trying to make me hit him.
The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Oh, nah, I hit the wrong button. Had a little brain fart right there. Excuse me.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you.
I swear they've always been naked. Like Rockstar just killing them and stripping them. Public library card.
Years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Damn, 21. Just getting started in life.
Kiss the blood, BD.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger.
He tore that
skin out of
vicious.
the fingernails.
Damn, they were vicious with her. Like, pulled her skin up and everything. Damn.
Lacerations on the neck.
Had a little blood splatter right there. Y'all saw that?
Of force. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
A lot of small man complex out here. Small man shoes been stomping women out.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled. May as well follow the trail.
Another day, another dollar.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Where's the blood trail going from here? Is it in this alley? Over here.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Stripped her and dumped all this stuff. Oh, nope, it's trash. Alright, blood trail goes. Oh, wait. I can look at something else. Oh, just looking at where the blood trail goes.
On it goes.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Appreciate it, bruh. What was that? Oh, nah, that's nothing. Definitely nothing.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
Oh, this dude leaving clues. He cocky with it.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Like some dice or domino. 253.
Where are you
Oh, yeah, he wants to be caught. He's just... Oh, I didn't mean to look at that again. Damn. Hit the wrong button. Let's go, Cole. Got a climb to do. Mike Tyson been up here, all these damn pigeons. A blood trail leading in here in this bird cage, pigeon coop. This is A. Maldonado.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
On a wild goose chase, or a wild pigeon chase in this case.
Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
Look at all that bird shit.
There you go, Phelps.
Glad he ain't put his hand up there.
I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Another clue.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
And now it's just scattered around like trash. We're gonna lock that asshole up when we find him. Yeah, take a little sip of water right there. Throat was a little dry. Another blingy bling.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Yeah, that's the ring he ripped off her finger and pulled her finger meat up. Pause, no diddy. Blood bucket. This motherfucker was just, damn, he just bled her out and painted her blood everywhere.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
He's a crazy dude. The other half of that library card.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Yeah, that means we found all the clues. Time to go to a new location. Antonia's residence. I like how he always get his ass in the front seat. You can drive, Buster.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course.
Oh, shit.
I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't like using the siren because that shit is annoying to listen to for a long time. And these drives usually take a little minute. But this rockstar traffic doesn't help. Antonia's resident, 117 p. 35 cents a room, 15 cents a bed. Man, we be living large right now, bro. Why we can't get back to that?
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPenta, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Why
She has a familiar face too. I just can't place her in a show or movie I've seen her in. Let's talk, Barb.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
dead. Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's
his life.
room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Rusty, why you walk that way like I'd have bust your ass? Like that was the way to the stairs. Leading me in the wrong direction, you
What
drunk
are we
punk.
waiting for?
Damn.
Smashed
Definitely
window
a B&E.
explains why the place looks tossed.
Charm bracelet photograph.
Charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Look like they took a trophy. Alright, let's attempt to read this letter without stuttering. Miss Antonia Isabel Maldonado. Alright, let's get to it. Antonia, further to my previous correspondence of August 7, I am writing to inform you that your petition to the Superior Court of the State of California has been accepted and a court date scheduled. Your case, docket number 98765, will be heard on September 17th.
Okay, we have an address.
I am told that your husband, Angel Christopher Maldonado, residing at 304 or 330, I don't know, that's the one, North Hill Street, Los Angeles, California, has been served with the official papers and is on notice to appear at the Central District Court on the above date. Though it is not essential, and many women in your position choose not to do so, I would advise you also to appear at the Central District Court on the scheduled date. In my experience, a woman plaintiff's presence in cases like this, one can do much to influence proceedings. And if your husband does not appear on September 17th, which you have told me is likely, then it can only help our chances. Yours sincerely, Frederick D. Tattersall. I tried. We ain't find everything. There's some out here. What's this?
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Yeah, we found all the clues now. Hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah. No? Shouldn't the glass be on the inside if he broke it? I don't know. I don't break in houses. Let's go talk to Barb. I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. Where the hell is Barb? Oh, yeah, we gotta go back downstairs. Oh, no, we are downstairs. All right. Yeah, there she is.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Possible suspects.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
You telling the truth.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Movements of
What
victim.
time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Oh, that look down, she hiding something. But we don't have nothing in the book, so we going bad cop.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people
Damn,
who live
Cole.
under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
You a little
A
racist?
couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Just a little bit. Evidence of break-in.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
Nah. We found that broken window upstairs and a crowbar, but I'm going with the broken
You're being
window
economical
clue.
with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad
Still quick with it.
if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Breakdown of marriage.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
You lying. We saw that charm bracelet in the photo. And you
What about
smirking.
her bracelet?
You ain't getting
I
over
don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and
Will
throw
do.
away the key.
I don't know about locking him up because we ain't proved that he
We
did
can
it, but
front Angel, seeing as the
we'll
things
pay
are pointing right
a
at
visit
us,
to him.
Or we can check out the El Dorado one.
all right, we going to the El Dorado bar. Rusty's happy about that.
A nosy old hag?
Um,
And I thought I
no,
was
no,
coming
we're
out
going
strong with
to
the
the
ex-wife,
Maldonado residence.
Sometimes you have to
yeah,
be firm to get the information you need.
I said we
God
going to the
damn it,
bar.
ain't that the
I
truth.
just said we were going to his house. Sorry, so
How about we
sorry.
drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
We know, Rusty, you drunk.
Think there's
You
anything
need
to
to
the
take your ass
divorce
somewhere
angle?
and dry out.
I've been through 3, fellas. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Maldonado residence. 1:31 p.m. And he lives in
Maldonado is in
304.
apartment 304.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Oh shit! Oh, look like we got a whip smash now.
I got.
Man, hold up.
I don't want no trouble.
If you really
Hold
want
on,
to
I
dance.
got a punch. Hold on, fam.
I got nothing
All
to
right.
say to you.
All right, let's go.
You want to back
I'm back.
off?
I'm back
right now.
I don't know why I keep forgetting. Bap. I hit you with that 2-piece and a biscuit. Biatch. Lay your punk ass down. Put my hat back on.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
Ain't lying. Caught me with a good one. A couple good
Cuff
ones.
these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
He ain't like that. What is a Finbar?
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no.
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit. You think I'd kill my own wife?
Show ass down, bruh. You ain't gotta get up to say shit.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Call you what the fuck I want to call you, bitch. I need you to back the hell up off me, though, Rusty. Or Finbar. Telling me what to call you, bruh. Seen them hands I just gave, old boy? You don't want none of that.
Nope.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Another clue point to the El Dorado bar.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Well, those cigarettes, the lady got lipstick on them. Ooh, look at that. A bloody shirt.
This will take some explaining.
You got some explaining to do. Can I move? Oh, there it is. I didn't mean to do that again. Right. I guess that's all the clues.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
All right, let's go knock on a couple doors. Let's see, 305.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
No good. There's nobody here.
What the hell would you open the door like that?
Playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
All right, Green Goblin. I'll let you later. But I hope Spider-Man don't come swinging through here.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I guess Mom was too lazy to put an M on her name, Aranda. Never heard that before.
Well executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Yeah, give it to him, Cole. Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe
Wait a minute.
regulars,
I parked this way.
Should check it out.
Oh, no. We got a couple more flights to go down. Here we go. Now we're going to the El Dorado and make Finbar happy. I don't know why I keep calling him Rusty now. It's Finbar from now on. Until I forget. Where the hell is Finbar? Damn, Finbar, you slow. You was in there searching for a drink?
Car 11K, car 11K.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Curtis Brill urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks. She gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters? Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? The fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted, fucking sidewalk.
We're going to the El Dorado. I think we're closer to the El Dorado than that station.
Gently.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar
That's
last
the dude
night?
from How I Met Your Mother.
Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a
Played the
woman in
bartender
here
there
last
too.
night? 21
Carl.
years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
That would have been my reaction.
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
All right, let's read this one.
Divorce
Los Angeles
papers?
County.
Did you open them?
No need to.
Whereas
She was shouting
Antonia
about it and
Maldonado.
waving the letter around, Said she was gonna show him.
All right, you got anything else to say before I start reading this? All right. Whereas Antonia Maldonado did on the 8th day of August 1947 prefer her petition to that prefer her petition to the Superior Court of the State of California, praying for the cases therein set forth that she might be divorced from the bonds of matrimony entered into with you, Angel Maldonado. We do therefore command that Angel Maldonado, the said defendant, that setting aside all other businesses and excuses whatsoever, you be and you be and appear in your proper person at the Central District Court of the Superior Court of the State of California on Wednesday, the 17th day of September 1947. Next to answer the petition of divorce from the bonds of matrimony on the grounds of cruelty brought by said Antonia Maldonado, and to show cause if you have any why the said plaintiff Antonia Maldonado, your wife, should not be divorced from the bonds of matrimony. Witness Han Earl Brantham, Judge of our said Court of California, the 11th day of August in the year of our Lord 1947. All right, bruh. Let's ask about that missing jewelry.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Nah, you look like you hiding something. You squinting, fidgeting around. Yeah.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Man, you look like you being straight on that one. Good cop.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
My eggs running. Oh, waitress, can I have another?
I think he's a bit of a gallero.
Watch out, Ben Bar.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
Oh, shit.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
That was definitely a familiar face right there. That's Brian Krause. He was part of one of my favorite shows I used to watch before going to school, Charmed, with Alyssa Milano,
Time to get off waiting tables.
Holly Marie Combs, Rose McGowan, and rest in peace, Shannon Doherty. Also did that movie Sleepwalkers I liked when him and his mom were cat people. We're going, yeah, just pick. Let me look back before I turn around because these people.
We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Well, there it is. Guess we're going to the police station now.
Officer needs help, 103 and V.
Yeah, saw he tried to speed up. Damn, they trying to hit your car, man. I just got this shit washed in detail. Well, I remember trying to platinum this game back in the day, and that garbage truck would not pop up for nothing. You had to sit in every type of car for a trophy.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
No problem, Bob.
Mouthpiece took strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
You think the vice boys get any on the side?
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Please smell the fart.
His information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
I have changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD Tex. All right. Heap upon thy soul by
virtue of this curse.
All right. Thank you for knocking out that first line for me, Cole. Ill deeds, then be thou damned. Beholding good, both infinite as in the universe. And thou, in thy self-torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power. Though now thou sittest, let the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally, and after many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Yeah, I couldn't have been back in the day talking like that.
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job?
My tongue already a little
No,
afflicted.
I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Yes, we gotta go interview Angel. I was gonna say Mangel. What the fuck is that? See, that's what I was talking about. My tongue a little afflicted. Couldn't have been back in those days where you had to say thou and all of that shit.
Worked that case with the lady cut up like the Dahlia.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Man, they could let him clean himself up. Last contact with victim.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Yeah, but that nosy neighbor down at the end of the hall.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
Jewelry taken from body.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Straight face, telling the truth right there.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Divorce proceedings.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
You lying, bro. We got a divorce letter and all of that shit.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
What? Nope. Divorce papers. There we are.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Bloodstained shirt found.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
That's a lot of fucking blood for shaving, bruh. You must have slit your neck.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Now we're going back to Just Pick Fruit Market. Hurry up,
What's your
Dunbar.
read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making Isaac his woman?
Let's look at that map real quick. They got some stuff on it. What's this? Crime scene. Dead body. El Dorado. Oh, they just marking the places we've been. I never, well, probably noticed that back in the day, but I didn't notice that now. What are these? Hidden vehicle. Oh yeah, these are all the little collectibles and stuff we can go to. But I'm not doing 100% collectible video for these, so fuck 'em.
To the market, and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Yeah, we'll do one. Do one this video.
Cole, come on!
Shut up, Finbar. Oh, your mother's an astronaut. My bumper. Bastard. See, this is why I don't do these little side crimes, because they are always so out of the way. What the hell is that car doing?
In any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired 410 South.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hold up.
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting. The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Oh, man.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
That dude look like he's about 30-something years old. How the hell he's an old man? Oh, yeah.
God damn it, they went down there.
Y'all want him to stop shooting what y'all shooting at me. I was just gonna take you in. Now I gotta take you to the upper room. I gotta stop getting stuck on shit. Come on with it. Pop your dome back out. Alright. Y'all didn't have, we didn't have to take it there. Y'all took it there. I wanted to take you into police custody. Y'all wanted to meet the Lord.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage, code 4.
Yeah, Rusty. I mean, Finbar is driving the Just Brick group. I see. I keep calling him Rusty. Yeah, Finbar, go ahead and get behind the wheel, bruh. I gotta calm my nerves after taking some lives like that.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Let's go talk to Brian.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey,
just home.
from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Distinctive necklace.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Oh, you looking away? Yeah, bad cop.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Contact with victim.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Yeah, you just looking shifty as fuck. Bad cop.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Movements of victim.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
You keeping a straight face on that one. I think you're telling the truth.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can.
I got somebody at my door.
Don't you have to
Hold
get a
on.
court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh. No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Yep, he definitely did it. He has her charm bracelet. Got to take Clem ass in. Wives submit to your husbands as to the Lord. 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body of which he is the Savior.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
$5 he gonna run. Yep.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Think I'm doing.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Yo, drunk ass.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
You supposed to be shooting out the tires.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
That's true.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Oh, yeah, we catching big ass.
It's almost too
And
perfect,
Clint.
isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
If I can catch up to him, they
I'll
won't let
try
me
to
catch
shoot
up
out
to
his
him.
tires. Wish me luck.
Can't rush the shoot. Hitting over that boy. Your punk ass out the car. Taking you downtown, bruh.
You're a
For the
sick
murder
man.
of Antonia Maldonado. You did it.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Man, I be fucking my vehicle up. Back in the 40s, that was like 2 houses, 3 houses right there. I'm paying the rent. Yeah, alright. So that does it for the Silk Stocking murder. Got 5 stars on it. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Please like, sub, and hit that notification button. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?